Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US stocks for the 21st of August. Today we'll be covering Apple, Facebook, Amazon, Square and PayPal. So we're looking at Apple here at the moment. I'm just going to move to the 4-hour charts for all of these stocks, but just while we're here, we're looking for wave 5 of 3 to come in at 500, a major trading level 5, wave 4 correction, and then wave 5 to the upside. Wave 5 to the upside doesn't have to be that big, because wave 1 was small and the extension's been in wave 3 here. And you can see that extension in that wave 3 if we just have a look at the monthly chart here, which I haven't got this particular one labeled, but this really powerful move here will start to weaken up above the 5,000 there. We can see in the ranges here too, this range is, well, the month is not over yet, is it? And we should see a bit more into that. We should see it to the 500, but it will end up being smaller than the first one there. But we're just going to work with the 4-hour charts today. And yeah, so as a trade, the folks that are in this will just take profit at the 500, even though the market can go a little bit beyond that. Just depends how we're looking at that. Let's just check it out here. So let me just clean this up a little bit too about this here. We've had our little correction here, so we don't need that. Don't need that. We can move the stop up a little bit, but I just want to look at this here. So we've got wave 1 and 2 here, then 1 and 2 here, and then we've got 3. So we've got from this here, we've got 1 here and 2 here for this. So 1 and 2 here, and then we're building up here for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. That's going to build higher than that. I've got that wrong there because that's overlapping that. So yeah, it's still, that third wave's still climbing. So that will take us up to the 500 area there. So we can just do that with this. That will be something like this anyway. Not that it's a big deal. Now we're hitting number 8 here, so 8's a profit-taking number, so we'll see that go. Also, we're into group 2 here as well. It was interesting how this is group 2, as you know. We'll just put it in here, which is 72 there, 472, close enough. So 65, 72 and 80 make up group 2, and we can see that it was resistance here and then finally climbed in here as support. So that's a good sign at that point, but from this particular point here, we've got 1 and 2 here, and all this will be a third wave and 4th and 5th up into this section up here. Look, even if you wanted to continue to hold that, that would be fine. The above these, I'm going to use these here. I'm going to move these up. So this is all of group 1 here. So 10, 20 and 30. So this move can come certainly up into group 1 here before it folds back into this wave 4 here. So if you want to put that a little bit higher, that's fine. In that space, but we'll check it when we get there. When we get closer, I'll pull this apart and we'll work out exactly where we need to be at that point there. But we can move the stop up to there now. Steady she goes, Captain. And I'll just save that, and then we're going to have a look at Facebook. So it's good. We've moved off here, so that's all good. We're heading higher here for this. So we suppose we should put a stop in here now for this. I'll just color code this. Bit of a risk. I could probably put it there. What I'm sort of concerned about here though, I mean, if I'm going to put it there, I'm just going to pop it under here. There's no need to freak out. So what I'm concerned about, we may have 5 waves down here. So this can be a B wave and a C wave coming back here to test this. But with the other markets, moving up. It should move with it. Well, this is also group 2 as well. This is 72. So we can put that in there. Just tidy this up a little bit in here. Once we've got 72 as the support, then we can forget about this being an A and a B and a C wave back into this space and then up from there. But I'm not going to move my stop. I'd rather lock it in and we can always move back in. In fact, you could put it under here as well, but I'll just keep it out of the way for the time being. But we're looking for 72 to become the support, and then we'll push up. And the market will really want to get up to this number 300 here. It will want to get up there. Okay, so we'll just take it step by step though. If that 72 becomes support, then we've got half a silly chance of being drawn up to that 300. Next one is Amazon. We've talked about this in the S&P 500 video, so I don't need to go into it a lot. So what we're looking for here is, I should just label this out here. Yeah. Okay, so I just label that while you're on pause. I don't want to bore you to death, but we've got our little impulse waves here for wave 1 and 2, as you know, and then from 2 to 3 here we're looking for 5 waves. There's 1 and 2 here, and I think this is all still the third wave. We've got the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, then we need the correction, then we need the next move to the upside there for that, and we can clear those out of the way. So anyway, all traveling quite nicely. Don't need to do too much here, if anything at all. We're just waiting for the next setup here, which will look like this here. So we've got the arrival, the reactions in play, and we're just going up into the first high above the level here, which we should do in the next session. And then once we get up there, we'll fold, drop, and fold back and test. We want group 1 to become the tested support. So 100, 200, and 300. We want that as the support there. And the other interesting thing too is that this is number 3 here, and that's also gaining support here as well. So where would the next target be for this once 3 has got support? Bit of food for thought. Rightio, let's go to Square. And then PayPal. All right, here we go. So with Square here, we don't need that now. We've already moved up there for that and that. So we've got 1 and 2 here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's not finished. So we've still got a little bit more upside here to be had here. But what we're looking for is a correction across this level here. So when there's not interested in this just yet for this, I'll just even move these out of the way here for a second. So just to sort of get this right here is that the next level here above is 65. Let's just nail that in a bit closer to the correct price point. So 65, 72 and 80. So that will be 72 in here. We'll just make that correct there. And we're at, that's 100 here. Copy that. That's 200 up here. So major levels, halfway between 1 and 2 is the 150, which is the major level, medium level here, and we're expecting a correction here. And the correction here is the, you guessed it, so the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level that we're doing now. So we're not interested in chasing that because it will only fold on us. And then we're looking for some sort of ABC pattern here for this, and then we can go up. So that will be our entry point across here. So this will be something like, I'm not sure how it'll pan out, but it'll be something like that. Obviously support there, and then we'll head high from that point. So we'll be looking to, we'll check this out. We'll work it. Hopefully we can get some positions in here and so on. Don't worry too much about this number 5 here. That can just be 1 degree higher. This move here is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here and 5 here, and this is 1 and 2 in here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave, fourth wave and fifth wave. So we'll just leave it and we'll just pick it up over this side over here. PayPal will be much the same. PayPal. Let's have to go to the daily chart. I haven't updated that. Okay, so I better check this again. Not that we're interested in this either, by the way, here. As you know, we are looking for the top of wave 1, and this will become a portfolio hold when this wave 2 comes into play here. We'll just check it out though. We'll just wait for, this is at major trading level 2 here, and we're just seeing the same thing occur across here as well. So from this low, we've got 1 and 2 and 3 here and 4 here. This may even get a bit uglier here, and then we'll see wave 5 push up, but we're not interested in it just yet for this. And I really want to reassess all of this now too, that we're coming to a close here. So if we get a setup here, then we'll take this here, but we still have to wait for the setup. Otherwise, we'll just end up being trapped in time. This will be our entry over this point over here. And if we can figure out that we've got a nice correction here and this particular sector has further to go, well, then we'll pick it up further as well. But we'll look for further upside. But we need the setup here. I mean, the idea is to trade to the level, get out, do something else. When you get the setup again, we move back in and move up. A lot of the corrections here haven't been very big either, so we'll bear that in mind. So it might be quite a tight fit across this level here, but at the same time, the timing's not right for this at this moment, so we'll just leave that for the time being. This probably won't pull back that far, but we'll see. Yeah, but certainly in a bullish trend if we view this as wave 1 and 2 here and 1 and 2 here. So we'll be going into the third and the third over here. So pretty big stuff. But as always, we need to gather evidence, and we just need to move one step at a time, one level at a time, and so on. So I'll leave those thoughts with you. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Cheers.